So usually whenever I'm on my mobile phone, I always get notifications of some guy posting something on a community post, or, a video being released, or even suggested. Even though I watched the video like 3 days ago, it's still suggesting it to me. It's strange. But I also do get all notifications of the comments on my channel. If it's something positive or something I can look forward to, I will heart them, I will like them, I will most likely respond to them. I will respond to as many comments as I can, because I genuinely love getting feedback. For a YouTuber of my size, I love any type of feedback that I get so I can improve myself. And that comes to the topic of this video, in which one of my recent videos, which was a video about shiny Pokemon, it was the shiny Larvitar in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Apparently, okay, well, let me talk about that video first. That was a legitimate reaction. I don't fake any of my reactions, but really that's not what this video is about. This video is more likely about something different, but I'm just saying I was really happy with the shiny Larvitar, and that was because, first of all, it's a Larvitar. That's the baby version of Generation 2 Pseudo-Legendary, which I personally think is amazing, and I also think is more iconic because, Pokemon Prism, which was Pokemon ROM hack of sorts that Nintendo had to actually ban, or at least, like, DMCA takedown. But, yeah, I thought that was pretty iconic, especially it being shiny. And I was looking over some of the comments in that video, and I did see one that struck me, not only as, different amongst the rest, even though I only have a couple comments, but it was a comment that kind of, spoke out to me differently. On the Larvitar video, if I can pull it out right now, from Brian Delgado, he says, "Lol, only one who cares is you, bud. Fake raids don't mean nothing." And this is not a video to call this guy out. This is a video just to address, I guess, the issue of shiny Pokemon on my channel. It's constant. He has a point. Shiny Pokemon on my channel is pretty constant, when shiny Pokemons are meant to be this, like, rarity thing. And I know what he's talking about. He's saying that, raid Pokemon, shiny Pokemon of those sorts, they're not as special. They're not as special as, like, if you're playing Generation 2 and you get, like, a randomized walking grass, all of a sudden a shiny Chatot appears. Like, I don't, what was Chatot? That was, I don't even think I'm thinking of the right game. I think I'm thinking of Patterz. And, like, Generation 5. Let's say, like, Generation 3, you find a shiny Spinda. That's so much more special. It's so much more special because it's full odds. Like, you're not farming for it. And it seems that the more time Pokemon goes on, shiny rates get higher and higher and higher, which doesn't make it as fun. Heck, ironically enough, I think Generation 1 has the rarest shinies to ever have, because I know it's strange, like, Generation 1 doesn't have shinies. Well, no. You need to have Pokemon with specific stats in order for them to be shiny, and then you have to transfer from Generation 2, and then so on and so forth. And it does come to my attention that it does make sense. I can understand why shiny Pokemon shouldn't be considered as special in Pokemon Sword and Shield. In fact, anything above Generation 5, because it's just gotten easier and easier and easier. Because in Generation 6, you can easily find shiny Pokemon with the use of chain fishing, and I think there's another method of, I don't know. I guess Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire works too, because that's also Gen 6. Dex Nav, because that's a lot more common to find shinies like that. Then in Generation 7, there's the SOS method, which, I don't know, takes at least about like 100 plus encounters to at least guarantee getting yourself a shiny. And in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, they bring you Ultra Wormhole Rides, which that guarantees you, like, about, I think, 20 different shinies. And, yeah, it's all about getting the rarity. And then Generation 8 comes out, and then they just throw out... Now, the shiny part about it is that the main way how you get shinies in the game is pretty strange. I think it's about how you knock out Pokemon. Like, the more that you knock out, the higher chance that they have to be rare. But then there's the Dynamax Raid shinies. If it's yellow, then it's guaranteed to be more rare, have better drops, and could have a chance to be shiny. And to be honest, that does make sense when you compare with the patterns that's been going on. It's been easier, then easier, then easier. Like, if it's not shiny, soft reset, join another one. And just, basically, just join. just join other people if you see yellow, which was a common thing for me. Whenever I tried to join one of them, most of the times, like, they would already be taken up because of the fact that they were yellow. And that does, make some truth out of it. Something just fell in the background. Basically what I'm trying to say is, he's right. He is right. He shouldn't be as impressed of me getting a shiny Pokemon. And he even said, like, the only one that's excited about it is me. Which, that is true. The reason why I'm excited for it is because I have a couple reasons. One of the main reasons being that in Sword and Shield, whenever I prepare myself for one of those raids, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm sorry if it looks like I'm looking off to the side, I just don't know where to directly look for the camera, I'm pretty sure it's right there. But whenever I join a Dynamax raid, I don't know what's going to happen. I join, I make sure I'm connected, I make sure that I don't disconnect or some other console just drops out and making us all kicked out. I make sure that I connect. And then I come and get the phone, I put it over the switch, and then I just start recording. And then the cool thing about that is it actually records my live reaction. Now, any shiny that I've gotten before, like X and Y and any of those other games, Sun and Moon, they were not live reactions. They were, like, I guess live captures is the best way to put it. And that's something that I really like, at least about the Dynamax raid in Sun and Moon. How you can see my live reactions to some shinies, like Shiny Salazzle. That was a really great shiny, and a hard one that you would usually get, because to really only get a Shiny Salazzle, you need a Shiny Salandit, and it would have to be female. And that's already hard enough to do, even by Masuda method. Though the crazy thing about it is, it would make sense that you wouldn't be surprised to see that. Like, don't get me wrong, it's, I don't know, cool to see for, like, the first couple of seconds, but you're like, is it really, like, do I really deserve it? And, I mean, yeah, fair game, I have encountered it, and I've caught it, but it's not as much of a struggle. Like, what's more worth it? A shiny Salandit that you've worked so hard for, that you also not only got it lucky enough to be a female, but was also shiny as well, so you could turn that shiny into a Shiny Salazzle, or just encounter a random Shiny Salazzle in a Dynamax Den. I think the guess is, pretty easy here. Let me take a quick swig of water. My throat was getting dry there, I apologize. But, yeah. Now, like I said, I don't want you to flame him. I'm just taking any feedback that I get, and I want to address it. And that kind of gave me the conclusion that I don't want to keep making the shiny videos constant. Now, I still have 3 more shiny videos I want to upload, which of course they're Dynamax ones, so if you don't care about that, then I apologize. I wish I could make better content for you guys, but it's sad. And granted, they do have an interesting twist to it. My girlfriend happens to be in those videos as well, which is actually pretty cool, which unfortunately you don't get to see her live because, quarantine. But, and she lives far away, so we're just in a phone call. But you can physically see her voice, and let's just say the next video is kind of spicy, I guess. And plus the 3 videos, I have to censor because she tends to swear. So I kind of have to censor it with, like, I don't know, a censor bar, or a squeaky noise, I don't know. But mainly I'm saying, after I upload those 3 videos, shiny videos on my, channel, they're not going to be as constant. Because not only is keep uploading shiny videos is going to be, as good, but it's nothing too special. It's not like I'm recording myself with, at least the Masuda method, which I'm not even sure, by the way, the Shiny Charm works with the Dynamax method. I'm not sure myself. Probably not, because it involves multiple people. But the Masuda method, maybe it's more worth it, but probably in something like some other game. Maybe it'd be more deserving if, I don't know, if I did a lot more of like a wild encounter in some other thing, which, that's the thing, also. I would like to do other games in it, but I would like to record my live reaction. But the thing is, I don't want my camera to, like, hold up so much space that I would need to trim through and edit and delete. And yes, of course, it is possible, but that would take a lot of time out of my day, while I'm still posting 2 videos every single day, editing them, which, yes, I'll admit, editing, that's a strong term, which it's basically just slap intro in, video, slap in outro image, slap in outro edit, done. And the thing is, I think I'm going to talk about that in a whole new, like, different video. But right now I'm just talking about this. After I upload those 3 videos, I'm going to be, you know, slowing down the videos of shiny Pokemon on my channel because they're not, you know, he's right, they're not as special. They'd probably be more special if I did something like maybe Masuda methoding, which is just like getting a bunch of eggs and just hatching them. Which hopefully should be easier because I do have the shiny charm, which maybe that makes me weaker because that just makes it more likely to get a shiny, and, you know, I don't know. But, yeah. I'm going to be slowing down the shiny videos after I upload the 3 videos, which hopefully they'll be good. Hopefully I can censor the whole thing, but I just want to say I'm sorry for anyone who looks at my videos, the shiny videos specifically, and said, like, man, this guy has it easy. Like, he's just getting these shinies over and over and over and over again. I'm sorry for the one person, who the pleb was his name. I gotta look him up again, just so I can make sure that I'm getting his name right. If only everything could load on my plebbing phone. Ryan Delgado, I apologize. You know, if my content wasn't up to your par, if you don't enjoy my content, then you don't have to stay. You can watch someone else. You can watch Pokemon content people that are way better than me. You can watch aDrive. He's literally like Mr. Shiny Man. You can watch someone like Patterz. You can watch someone like, I don't know, just anyone else. Original 151, like United Haze, King Fourfish, Asteroid Mania videos, Game Boy Luke, any of those PokeTubers, because they are not me. I am not on the level that they are. They are way better content creators than me. So if you want to see, you know, people who play Pokemon, or just shiny hunters that, you know, do it way better than I do, just watch someone else, because if this is how I'm going to be right now, then I'm probably not going to change, which I hopefully will, but that's going to make shiny videos so many... It'll take so much longer to find because of how rare shinies usually are, but yeah. Like I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the videos, the videos aren't fake, but they're so easy to make that, like, it shouldn't even be worth it. Maybe I'll make more shiny videos in the future where they're more rare and maybe up to better standards for people just viewing into the channel. You know, maybe Safari Hunt, which I did try and live stream once, but kind of failed miserably. Maybe I'll try again this year. But yeah, I apologize, and I hope that I can do better. So, yeah.